Now, let's talk a little bit about what a lot of people are calling like the re-dawn of 3D,
right.
Monsters versus Aliens.
Sure. Well, Monsters versus Aliens, to be fair, we know that there's probably Polar Express was the turning point. I think for Jeffery Katzenberg it was the turning point for him as well. Because DreamWorks, PBI and DreamWorks together have been producing 3D tests, stereoscopic tests, going all the way back to the bar scene from Ants was rendered for Cyberworld IMAX movie. The original Shrek was almost completely finished with layout in stereo for IMAX. But it looked like IMAX maybe wasn't going to work out at that time, commercially as a business. And it's one of those things that was almost there even then. And through the years, there's always been tests, over the hedge, flushed away, I think, some tests. And it's kind of always been there. And I think when Jeffrey saw Polar Express, he kind of thought, okay, finally, it looks like we could be commercially viable here. Chicken Little for Disney was the first one to use the digital projector from RealD.
Right.
And although there's only 84 projectors at that time, that was really the point where it's like, okay, digital rollout of cinema, we're looking at thousands of projectors being 3D capable. And so it was shortly after that DreamWorks decided to go full on and not just make movies into 3D, but actually quartering 3D from the beginning.
Yeah, it was 3DX Festival in Singapore when I first heard Jeffrey say that, we're going to do all of our features in 3D. And he described Polar Express as his aha moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I wasn't here at the time, but the joke is that it went from, I think we should do some 3D tests, to everything's going to be 3D in about a 2 or 3 week period as he thought through it and where he thought we were. And, I think he's right that the digital cinema is enabling it to be a 3D medium going forward, and it makes absolute sense to order for that medium as opposed to just convert after the fact or something like that.